Sonora DARKHORN Adventures, Sonora Hunting.
Now, for your shooting tip of the week, I have my friend Carl Taylor with me. Now, Carl spent the last 27 years as a Marine Corps scout sniper and a government contractor.
All right, Ray, this week we're going to talk about sight alignment. What we need to do is get that proper alignment between our eye and the ocular lens. Once we've done that, we want to come in. We don't want to get too close, because if we do get too close, we're going to get scope bit by the recoil. If we're not observing the other fundamentals of marksmanship and getting that good stance and grip, we're going to get that crescent moon over our eye and a little bit of blood and no fun day. All right, so once we're into the scope, we want to get in here, good alignment, good eye relief, and get into what we call the eye box at 2 to 3 inches, whatever comfortable. If the scope's not fitting to your liking, you may have to loosen the rings and move the scope back and forth to fit you personally. Not every scope and rifle is going to fit each individual perfect every time. Right. Once we get in here, align our scope up, we're looking for a scope shadow and starting to get into the sight picture. That's basically our alignment with the scoped weapon.
So the key is, it's all about getting the eye relief set properly, and if it's not set properly, you're going to see them dark shadows around the inside of that scope, or you're not going to see a full sight picture.
Correct.
So it's all about having the proper eye relief, and that is your shooting tip of the week.
He's right on the left-hand side, probably, I don't know, 50 yards.
Carl, you got that?
Yeah, I got him. What's the range?
526, 522, 5 1/4.
Got it.
Those does, there's more does falling off to the right.
Okay.
He's just standing. He's quartering away.
Okay.
You got him?
I got a window.
Good shot.
Mr. Taylor.
Good shot.
525 with dead on.
525 yards. Team DARKHORN. That all works.
Oh.
Ray?
Travis, good spot, buddy. We're just a little overly anxious to see big bucks like that.
You know, it's amazing. You know, we thought those deer were paying attention to us. That big coyote was down there chasing those deer around.
Yeah, sure got him on the move.
And it was, well, and half those does filed out right and stopped. Let's see how far away we are now. It's like they could care less about us. Yeah, we're about 275, so we still got a couple hundred. But, you know, these coyotes, this desert is just loaded with them. Coyotes and bobcats. I hunted them here last year. It was amazing. You know, I shot 11 coyotes and bobcats in one day.
Dang.
And never left the road. We used the high rack. We parked the truck. We set the collar out about 40 yards, and everybody just sit. We had 5 guys in the high rack. So when an animal comes in, everybody has to stand still because it gets to wiggling. I shot 11 animals one day, and that just tells you the dense population of predators that are here, and we need to thin some out because young guys like this get stupid.
Yeah.
And sooner or later, them coyotes are going to get them down and catch them. So, and big boys like you just shot, coyotes aren't going to mess with him.
No, I think that's what pushed the coyote out.
Yeah. It's right there.
Nice.
Carl, good shooting, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, Travis.
Look at how big his main beam is from here.
Nice deer. Very nice deer. Oh, beautiful pop. Look at this. Stand around.
Nice.
Nice, big, heavy, mature, big body.
Nice.
Sonora DARKHORN mule deer.
Nice. Very happy.
You like that?
Thanks again.
You're welcome. Carl,
Ray,
congratulations.
thanks again.
Awesome shooting. Little 7 short mag did the trick.
It did.
525 yards. You got a big old Roman nose on that deer. We're with Sonora DARKHORN Adventures. My good buddy Carl Taylor from In Motion Targets just took his first Sonora mule deer, and what a dandy deer. This is an old mature 4x4. He's beautiful DARKHORN. At the beginning of the week I told Carl, you're stuck with me as a guide. All the guides are busy and I'm kind of the run of the litter when it comes to guiding. So it all worked out. It was nice to have Travis back in camp because this guy has incredible eyes. But Sonora, Mexico with Sonora DARKHORN Adventures, and gotta love these big mule deer. for your shooting tip of the week, I have my friend Carl Taylor with me. Now, Carl spent the last 27 years as a Marine Corps scout sniper and a government contractor.
All right, Ray, this week we're going to talk about sight alignment. What we need to do is get that proper alignment between our eye and the ocular lens. Once we've done that, we want to come in. We don't want to get too close, because if we do get too close, we're going to get scope bit by the recoil. If we're not observing the other fundamentals of marksmanship and getting that good stance and grip, we're going to get that crescent moon over our eye and a little bit of blood and no fun day. All right, so once we're into the scope, we want to get in here, good alignment, good eye relief, and get into what we call the eye box at 2 to 3 inches, whatever comfortable. If the scope's not fitting to your liking, you may have to loosen the rings and move the scope back and forth to fit you personally. Not every scope and rifle is going to fit each individual perfect every time. Once we get in here and line our scope up, we're looking for a scope shadow and starting to get into the sight picture. That's basically our alignment with a scoped weapon.
So the key is, it's all about getting the eye relief set properly, and if it's not set properly, you're going to see them dark shadows around the inside of that scope, or you're not going to see a full sight picture.
Correct.
So it's all about having the proper eye relief. And that is your shooting tip of the week. This week, Team Darkhorn is in Sonora, Mexico, but we do have a very special guest. It's Carl Taylor. Carl does a lot of training for scout sniper groups in both law enforcement and military, trains all over the world, and we've invited him down to Mexico this week to see if we can't put him on a big mule deer buck. We've got a 4x4 mule deer. It's 400 yards across the canyon. I spotted this deer. I was watching a doe and a yearling, and I looked a little left and I could just see his nose and part of his tines. He's been staying in really heavy brush all morning. Been watching this deer for about 45 minutes. We've got Carl Taylor in the gun, Brent the rifle builder from Western Precision, and Ladd, his ballistics geek, are on their way over. And this deer doesn't look like he's going anywhere, so we're gonna just kind of be patient, maybe get over here and just see what happens. But deer's got big fronts, really heavy, decent width, and he's got a real tall rear tine. His G2 on the right. It's just got a little crab claw on the top, but looks like a very good mature deer. Maybe an older deer. We may just take this deer. I'm just gonna have a little fun here. Now, Carl spent 12 years in the Marine Corps as a scout sniper, so is there any shooting tips I can give you right now, Carl?
Absolutely.
It's like breathe,
Relax, aim.
relax, aim, squeeze the trigger.
Yeah, those are good ones.
He's like my coach, but I gotta give him a little bit of crap. So, 2 mule deer bucks in 1 week and a whole bunch of javelinas. Are you having fun yet?
Oh, life is good, Ray. Life is good.
You could take a nap right there until that deer gets up.
I'm already on it. It's Christmas early.
It's nice to have Travis with us, because Travis is like a mule deer expert. Well, more like a mule deer magnet. Seems like every time he picks up his binoculars, he spots a buck. So I got him on this one. I spotted this one. That's true. Travis was 1,100 yards that way. So I kind of had this whole hillside to myself. It was perfect. I had a few does. I had 2 young bucks fighting down here, and a couple more does over here. And when I spotted these 2 does come over the hill, this old buck just happened to be with them. So we're having fun. Hey, it's Mexico. It's probably 55 degrees. Wind's blowing about 8 to 10. And Carl is not going to miss this deer. Good guys. That deer's alert, so pay attention.
Okay, I'm up.
That deer's head is up.
Okay, I'm with him.
That deer's getting up. He's up. He's just standing, but he's looking off to our right. Took a while, but finally the doe's got it to leave, and it didn't take that big buck long to decide he's going to leave with him. So Carl's in the gun, ready to go. All we need is a clear shot.
Target.
Nope, let him stop.
No, he's no shot, no shot. Okay, still no shot. Target.
Done.
Go. Mr. Taylor. Good job.
Awesome.
Good job.
Thanks, brother.
You're welcome.
Again.
Carl Taylor's number 2 Sonora mule deer buck is in the salt. Well, he's in the dirt. We got to go skinny him first. Good job,
Ready?
Travis.
Good spot.
Yeah, finally. I finally outspotted you on that one.
Yeah, but I wasn't over here.
This guy right here has a tendency to just sit down and go, there's a buck. There's a buck. How the heck do you do that?
Good eyes.
I guess.
Live time in binoculars.
Good pair of binoculars.
All that clean living.
I don't know if I can go that far. Brent, copy?
Go ahead.
Mr. Taylor just shot his number 2 Sonora mule deer buck.
Oh, that's fantastic. Congratulations, Carl.
Maybe we can get you and Lad to run out here, and we might need a little help carrying this deer out of here.
Okay, sounds good. We'll pack up our stuff and head that way.
Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. Hey, it's reinforcements. We were hoping you'd show up. Well, Mr. Taylor put another one in the dirt.
Got it done, huh?
Yeah, Carl. Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
bud.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good job, guys.
This deer's a nice one.
Ta-da.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Good job, bud.
Hey, thanks for making a great
job.
rifle.
Thank you. Thank you for putting it to good use.
X marks the spot.
That'll do.
Yeah, good stuff.
Great bases. He's pushing 6 inches on his bases.
Even heavier out here than he is on his bases.
When I first saw him, I was watching that doe and yearling, and I just seen his nose stick up, and I saw this big wide tine. I thought, holy crap, so I stayed on him, and then he finally, after about 10 minutes, stepped out, and he walked through a little opening, and I knew he was a pretty big deer, but I couldn't tell.
Yeah. Heck yeah, that's good. Good job, bud.
Deer number
thank
2.
you. You're number 2.
A double, huh?
Well, you know,
2 in
we've been
3
here-
days.
I've been here 3 days, 5 kills and a probable. It's all gravy. So
Carl's been a little rough on the javelina this week.
Team Dark.